Hello and welcome to an album a day, day 362, going through my vinyl and media collection. Today we are going back to the Uriah Heep, but back to the Sanctuary Midline series. So we get the better book along with it and a little bit better artwork and packaging overall. And I'm talking about the reissue of Innocent Victim. I like this album cover better. There's another album cover that just has like a bunch of pictures in squares on it. I have that in my vinyl collection. I showed that a long time ago, but this one's much better, I think. I mean, it's a little bit cartoonish, but it's got a lot more star power to it, I guess. Maybe a little more seriously. The eyes are kind of bugged out a little bit, but who knows what this snake is going through at the moment. It looks like it's bitten something because there's blood dripping down from it, and seems like it's a little victorious, but maybe shocked at itself for what it's done. As we go through the book, oh good, I get to see the other album cover is the back of this. So that's the one that, I don't know if it was the US version, because oh my god, there's a snake. We probably can't have that in the US. My grandma would have appreciated that, though. She was insanely terrified of snakes to the point where she couldn't say the word. She actually had to call them the object. Strangely enough, no connection to snakes whatsoever in her life. But anyway, so that's the other alternate cover. I have both of these on vinyl. This book is a little bit thinner than some of the others, but it's still chock full of great stuff. For one, we get a nice picture of the band here. We get a little bit on the songs and the stories behind them. Not as thick as the other, but some of them they might not remember as much on, or some of them might have been in and out of the studio fairly quickly, and there might not be as much to talk about, or it could have been the timing that they just didn't have to put into this one when it came time to get this one done. So all kinds of possibilities, but it is reasonably comprehensive, and information on the bonus tracks as well. So that's really cool. I do like what they did with the CD on this one. I think it holds up to what they've done so far. When we skipped ahead, I got a little bit out of order going to Sonic Origami, because that one was the Hear No Evil recordings, which I really did not like the package of, just because it was all really self-indulgent about the record company. But I really like what they did with this CD here. Gives you the album cover, but in a different light. I really like the green on green. That surprisingly, that works really well. I wouldn't expect it would, but it does. And of course, we go back to the actual box and the writing on the box from the original recording. So I'm always happy to see that. Again, it's the little things sometimes that can make a big difference on what you're going to enjoy. Here's the back of the CD. These are pretty simple. They don't really do a whole lot on the back, but that's fine, because the most important thing is the track list. And you get some good ones on here. So we open with Keep On Riding. We go to Flying High, Roller, Free and Easy, Illusion, Free Me, one of my favorite vocal tracks from Uriah Heep, especially from this era of the band, Cheat and Lie, The Dance, and Choices. We do get a veritable taster tray of bonus tracks, though. We get Illusion / Masquerade. We get The River. Now, The River is, what does that say? Oh, that's an outtake. We get Put Your Music Where Your Mouth Is, which was previously unreleased. Then we get 3 alternative versions of the songs. We get Cheat and Lie, Free Me, and Free and Easy, all of which I have covered on Uriah Heep, the Magician's podcast. No live tracks on this one, which I prefer personally. If I want live, I'll get a live album. Deep Purple does that quite a bit, though, throwing in bonus material as live. It's fine. I mean, it doesn't cost anything extra. If you've got half an extra side of space available, you might as well fill it up and give people something a little bit extra. Although, how many live versions of Black Knight do I need? But yeah, it's a great album. It's worth checking out. So Innocent Victim. Quick update. So today's Tuesday. I'll be on the live stream for And the Podcast Will Rock in the chat, but not on the episode. And then we have lots of stuff coming up. Our regularly scheduled Thursday and Friday episodes of Deep Purple Smoke on the Podcast will air as normal. And we're finishing out starting Monday, we move on to the album Infinite, and with a special guest for the opening episode, Time for Bedlam. Lots of cool stuff happening there. But Haskincast podcast, we have the next 3 days are going to be bonus episode. Well, tomorrow's a regularly scheduled episode, and then 2 bonus episodes covering a box set from Cherry Red Records that's coming out. I don't know why I'm doing this, but I am for some reason. And so that'll be Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. So duplicate or 2 podcasts on Thursday and Friday. Then Saturday, got a special of a 4-part episode series coming out with my buddy Mark Roback from the 70s Weekly Countdown with Mark and Pete. We talk about something pretty different and interesting. It's not something I've covered on the show before, and had a lot of fun doing it. So I'm looking forward to bringing you those. Then what do we have? Sunday, I have an interview I did with Bob Deeth from his new project, Nixonic, and we are talking about his new single that was just released. We've got the link to it in the show notes. I've promoted it on this Facebook page, so go check that out. And we've got the interview coming on Sunday. So lots of stuff coming your way, guys. Check it out. I'm working on a new album. Also, the big news today, Dark Era 2, the new audio library from Eduardo Terralantes, I can't speak anymore, new library at bestservice.com. Really, really cool. I was asked to give it a look before it came out, and as always, just blown away by the quality he puts into it and the effort. I'm a little iffy on the new engine player, I'll be honest. It's not what I was expecting, and there's one thing about it that really gives me a little bit of pause, but it's, the sound quality of it is fantastic. It's easy to work with, very direct and quick access to everything that you need. So good stuff there, but it's the sounds, guys. Amazing, amazing sounds. If you're a composer, even if you're not doing ethnic music, because right now I'm kind of in a weird album that I'm doing where I may throw some of this in there, but even if you're not doing ethnic music, these can be used to blend in, to add a little bit of flavor or treats to this kind of stuff that you're doing right now. And if you're doing ethnic flavored stuff, this library is just amazing. So was Dark Era 1. Love both of those. I've done videos on both. So there's a video for Dark Era that just came out today that I did. It's on my YouTube channel. It's setting up for a composing session. I've not started the composing session yet. I will be doing that this week and uploading a couple more videos over the course of time. We'll see where the song goes. Inspiration goes where it does, but I did something a little bit different. I just went and chose a bunch of sounds. And I said, this is what I'm working with. Now, of course, I can change out those sounds if I have an idea, but I'm going to try and compose with what I picked. And 15 of the sounds, of the 15 sounds I've chosen already, and I've left one to kind of have a little bit of a little wiggle room there. But yeah, they're all from Dark Era 2. So not using any external libraries just yet. Sometimes the composition goes the way it goes, and I might want something outside of it. But for now, I'm going to see what I can come up with that. So be on the lookout for that. The first video already up on YouTube. Hope you guys are having a great day, and we'll see you in the next episode. Cheers.